Hi friends, how are you? Welcome back to my another video. And in this video, we are gonna discuss and talk about the chapter in physics which is light and its associated phenomena. Okay, so let us begin without wasting time. Okay, so let us begin. So first we are gonna talk about light. So what is light? Light is a form of energy. Light is a form of energy. It is not that a ray coming out from the bulb is light, but the actual definition of light is a form of energy which creates the sensation of sight in our eyes. Okay, the sensation of sight. So this was about the definition. So if you remember this, you can have a knowledge about the basics of light. Now we come to the properties of light. So the first property is that a light is a type of an electromagnetic radiation. Okay, electromagnetic radiation. Radiation is the fastest mode of transfer of heat. Okay, and radiation occurs also in mobile towers are there. From that also it is emitted. So this is radiation. So light is a type of electromagnetic radiation. Then we come to light travels in straight line, and this straight line movement of light is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, rectilinear propagation of light, and it follows this until and unless it refracts. Now what is refraction? That we will come to discuss about that afterwards. Okay, so second is now which we are gonna discuss is that light is the fastest form of energy which has a speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in uniform medium or homogeneous medium. But if the medium is not homogeneous, means if it is heterogeneous, so light will bend. Okay, and its speed will also reduce, and its speed will be almost 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in glass. Now how it happens, we'll look afterwards. Okay, so this, and now we are gonna talk about the different objects which emit light. Okay, so first we are gonna talk about the luminous objects. So luminous objects are those objects which have their own light. Okay, so like you take an example of sun, then any star, okay, etc. And one is non-luminous, which does not have its own light. Okay, then we come to luminous are classified into two types: natural and artificial. Natural means natural objects which have their own light, and artificial means man-made. And next we come to bioluminescent objects, the living organism which emit light. Okay, the living organism like firefly, it is in Jugnu, it is called as firefly. In Hindi it is called as Jugnu. So it emits the light and it is living organism. So it is also known as bioluminescent objects. Okay, next we come to incandescent objects. Incandescent objects are objects which emit light by the release of heat. They release heat also. Okay, heat energy is also released. Light they give, but as well as they release heat energy also. Then now we come to chemiluminescent objects, the objects which emit light but does not become hot. They does not release emit the heat energy. Okay, so this was about the some objects. Now we come to very important phenomenon, which is very important light chapter, which is must to remember to you all in class 7, that what is reflection. So as we hear the word reflection, we always think that like some shadow is made. So how it is made? So it is made by reflection. So reflection is the phenomenon of bouncing back of light after striking the surface. After it strikes the surface, it goes back. So this phenomenon is known as reflection. So this was about reflection. Now we come to the laws of reflection. There are laws of reflection also, two laws of reflection. Now before that, we should know some terms related to reflection. First is incident ray. So what is incident ray? Incident ray is the ray which strikes on the surface to be sent back. So the ray which strikes on the surface is known as the incident ray, and which goes back after striking the surface is known as the reflected ray, which reflects back. Okay, so this was incident ray and reflected ray. And one more is that normal. Okay, normal is the perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence to calculate the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. It is imaginary. This you must remember that it is imaginary. Okay, so this was about some laws of reflection. So and some terms related to it. After that we come to laws of reflection. Laws of reflection are two. First, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence. The point at which these rays strikes or send back is known as the point of incidence or reflection also. So the incident ray, the reflected ray, the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. Second, incident ray equals to reflected ray, means the angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection. Not incident ray, pardon, I meant that I was telling angle of incidence. Okay, so you don't take incident ray, I told it by mistake. So I was telling angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection. Now angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal, and angle of reflection is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. So okay, so these are the laws of reflection. Now we are gonna study about the means different types of reflection. So there are mainly two types of reflection. Okay, two types: regular, which is also known as specular, and second is irregular or diffused. Regular or specular reflection is a type of reflection which happens in through the shiny objects, which are shiny and smooth, with smooth surfaces. They cause glare to our eyes also, and it is not easy to see them. Like if we say metals, oh my god, this is so shiny, so we are like my eye can be damaged. So it is because it causes glare to our eyes, and it is very shiny. So it is advised that we should not see it directly. Now next we come to the irregular or diffuse reflection. It is like in mountains, in any rough surface or dull surface which reflections happen, it is known as the irregular or specular reflection. Okay, so this was about the first episode. This is okay, I am gonna make 2-3 episodes or 4 episodes of this physics series of light. Okay, so this is the first episode. We have learnt about light and reflection. So you are watching Camp Science Zone. Keep watching Camp Science Zone. Give a big thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon for the latest updates and notification. Keep watching Science Zone. Till then, bye bye. Thank you, friends.